my God, the first time I saw myself on TV, I was so happy. I was so happy that my parents were so happy too, that they invited everybody from church and everybody crowded into the living room to watch me on TV.
My name is Riley Keough.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Ali Wong.
Claire Danes.
Sheryl Lee Ralph.
Lizzy Caplan.
Sharon Horgan.
I'm Niecy Nash-Betts. I love my new last name. Ow.
Dominique Fishback.
J. Smith Cameron.
Love is Blind on Netflix. I get giddy when the connection is real.
RuPaul's Drag Race is my absolute favorite TV show. I watch it every Saturday morning with my 2 daughters. And then afterwards, I do watch The Pit Stop, which is the official recap show.
The last TV show that I was obsessed with would have been House of the Dragon.
I love the new Perry Mason. I do. He doesn't look at all like the old one, but I like it.
I just watched Swarm. I watched it in 2 days, which I don't usually do.
I am obsessed with Ozark. Do not judge me. I found the show late, but I'm obsessed.
I really like Reservation Dogs, Bad Sisters. I like White Lotus, I like Severance.
I have 2 children, and I have, another one in development. So this is not at all a current reference, but I May Destroy You is still the show that I am most impressed by and sort of obsessed with.
I guess Succession, but I think everyone wants to be on Succession.
You know what? I'd love to be on Succession, which is no more, but I loved Succession.
You know, I'd like to be in Succession.
Well, I'm obsessed with Succession too. My family and my home.
I don't actually think I'd ever want to be on Succession. I don't want a peek behind the curtain. I don't want to see people eating craft service. I want to be purely an audience member forever.
The White Lotus. I would be a very wealthy African queen who has come to spend her billions wisely on herself. I'm ready for it. I'm like, come, let us go take a trip.
I don't know if I'm ritzy enough to be a guest, but maybe I could be one of those hotel staff people that get in trouble. I don't know. I'd play anything on White Lotus.
You know, just embittered wife, probably, or a prostitute.
I think I would have had a good time on Sex and the City. I think I would have had a real good time and bought some black girl magic to the Big Apple.
I love fantasy, so that's kind of my secret wish, is to do anything fantasy, like House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, or if they had a Harry Potter show, that would be my dream job.
I would have loved to have guest starred on The Last of Us. I love that show so much. I just finished it and it was so great.
Love is Blind on Netflix so that I can get a husband. No, I wouldn't go there. All my shows that I really love is kind of off now. I would have been on New Girl for sure. Jessica Day from the Hood.
Oh man, I watched a lot of television as a kid, and I watched these blocks of TV. Facts of Life, Different Strokes, Family Ties, and they all kind of were one blob of television that brought me immeasurable joy.
Julia, there was something about seeing Diane Carroll fill up my TV screen every week. I would look at that and say, I can do that. I'm gonna do that.
I loved Charmed. An older teenager, I loved Sex and the City. I mean, with my friends and I think I was always Carrie, but I think it's because I had curly blonde hair. But spiritually, I would be Samantha.
Oh, I Love Lucy was my favorite TV show growing up. And then I learned that Jessica Day is the modern day Lucille Ball. That was in the show Bible, so I'm consistent.
Dallas Dynasty, Falcon Crest, Knots Landing, all the soaps.
I think I would have won Legends of the Hidden Temple, if I'm being honest. I trained in my own pool. I would try and run across rafts in my pool, and luckily I never hurt myself. That's what happens when kids are unsupervised.
Oh man, probably Full House or Saved by the Bell.
I loved Full House. I had a huge crush on Uncle Jesse. He had the best hair, and he had good catchphrases too. Have mercy, come on.
I used to have the biggest crush on Ty Bridges, so I never missed Different Strokes. And I memorized every single line of what's happening. If the little sister D ever, just decided she didn't want to be an actress anymore, if they called me, I was waiting in the wings.
Bewitched. My ringtone on my phone is bum 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 bum, and then when I get a text, it goes dink a dink a dink.
We're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, we're moving on up.
Da-na, dun, 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 dun. We're gonna make our dreams come true, doing it our way.
Thank you for being a friend. I've traveled down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You a pal and a confidant? Come on.
Batman. I don't know. It's very, very effective.
Boy Meets World. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Yeah.
That's Friends.
Oh, well, what is the Boy Meets World one? Friends. I've never even seen Friends, to be honest. So maybe I just know it from music. I mean, I guess I like the Friends theme song, but I've never seen it.
I've seen Friends start to finish, all 27 seasons. 10 times, probably.
Vampire Diaries. Damon and Elena forever.
Shark Tank. And I watch it when it's usually on television, which is the wrong way to watch it because it's 50% commercials. You know what I watch all the time is World War II in color. I put that on. That's probably the show I've watched the most.
I watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animation show, over and over again because it's one of the few shows I can watch with my kids without wanting to scream into a pillow.
Well, the British Office, I mean, the American one too, but I just, that's like cozier for me for some reason, even though it's kind of cringe-inducing.
Mary Tyler Moore Show. I feel like I know all the episodes by heart. My husband literally knows them. I mean, he's probably line by line.
The Larry Sanders Show. It's a perfect show.
Felt like I had a lot of tension in my face. You know, they always talk about the 11s right here. That's where all those women nail with the Botox. And, I was like, geez, I really gotta relax my face. That's all I could think about. Yeah, even now, that's what I'm thinking. Should relax my face.
Oh my God, the first time I saw myself on TV, I was so happy. I was so happy that my parents were so happy too, that they invited everybody from church and everybody crowded into the living room to watch me on TV. Now, I don't watch myself on TV unless it's Abbott Elementary.
I was 12. I played a teenage murderer on Law & Order, and I was so excited. And I was convinced the day after it aired that, it would be hard for me to walk the streets of New York because I would just be so recognizable. It was very exciting. There was a viewing party. It was sweet.
Really depressed, really. I was like, really? That's what I look like? I don't know. It's really hard. When you make shows, you get it's a lot because you're watching yourself constantly in the edit, and you have to sort of desensitize. When you just play a part in a film and it's someone else's, and then you just turn up and see yourself on a big screen, that can be really shocking.
Horrified. The first thing I did was Freaks and Geeks. I was 15 and I saw it, and I asked myself questions like, why does your face move like that? Why do you look like that? You're a monster.
The first time I saw myself on television, I felt like God keeps his promise. I knew that being an actor was the call on my life. And the first time you're on TV as an actor, most of the time it is not starring. It's you walking by with a tray in the background, trying to hope the camera sees you.
It was miserable. I mean, I thought, is that what I sound like? Is that what I look like? Why aren't I sitting up straight? What's wrong with me? And then after I'd seen it a couple of times, I was like, oh, it's okay.
Steve and Yun, when we were filming Beef, after they would yell cut, we would unplug our mics, and then we would go off into a corner and giggle and gossip and just, catch up on our personal lives. And so that's really what made, working with him so fun.
I mean, I guess the first person that comes to mind is Mandy Patinkin, just because I knew him so well after basically a decade of working with him in far-flung corners of the world. And yeah, there's just a kind of trust and fluency that develops.
It was in between scenes with Robert De Niro because he really took the time to, one, compliment me as an actor and encourage me as an actress. The things that he shared with me about the industry have made a great impact on me. I truly thank Robert De Niro. And I held my own, baby. Yes, I did.
I really loved working with Rob Delaney on Catastrophe. We just had such a blast and it was so easy. You know, I've been really lucky. I've had some great scene partners. I love all my sisters on Bad Sisters. That's a joyful thing, just being around that many lovely Irish ladies.
The incomparable Laurie Metcalf. Watching Laurie work is like a master's class. And sometimes I would often forget my lines because I was so mesmerized. Never a take the same. It's always going to be varied and nuanced and beautiful. I think she is definitely an industry treasure.
Samuel L. Jackson told me, it's cool to have a favorite, just don't say who it is. So I'm not gonna say who it is.
That's it. Fabulous. Oh gosh, why is my heart racing?
Thank you, and it's all true.
Wow, did I fail the TV questionnaire? It's like I've never seen a TV show in my life past 1988. It's ridiculous.
Thank you guys, that was fun.
Yeah, we're moving on up to the east side, 'cause we finally got our piece of the pie. Or something like that.